Do you deal with yellowing with your gray hair? Well, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys what you can use to help avoid it if possible, and also if it has happened already, something that you can use, like I said, to be able to camouflage it. So, and these products are not purple, so for those of you who are not into purple shampoo or purple products, you will be happy to hear some of these things that I will mention. Please let me know in the comments if you can hear me or not. I'm wearing a little mic because I have the AC on. It's hot, but I want to tell you guys what's in my hair right now, something that I found to be very helpful, because even with all the purple products and things that I use, I find that my hair can still have some yellowing. And letting you know, one of the things that is really important on your gray hair journey, thank you, Victoria. One of the things that's really important to have your gray hair journey be as pleasant as possible is having realistic expectations. Thanks, Sheila. So, now there are some people who don't deal with yellowing at all. They can put heat to their hair, they can go outside in the sun, all those things, and have no issues with yellowing. And then there are others that aren't that fortunate. So like I said, let's first start with some products that can help to avoid the possibility of your hair being yellow. And the fact that it's summertime, it's important for us to keep this in mind, because more of us will be outside, right? Because the weather is beautiful. So let me know in the comments if you guys have ever tried sunscreen for your hair. Now, I know we know about sunscreen for our body if you're going to the beach and things like that, but sunscreen is also important for our hair. Now, when our hair was a darker color, we may not have had to worry as much about sunscreen for your hair. Even though from some things that I've read, I've noticed that people who have gotten their hair lightened or colored, like lifted, using bleach or anything like that, they also have to be careful. Those who are blonde, those who have red hair, also have to be careful excuse me, of all that money that they put into getting their hair colored. They have to be careful about how the sun can affect their hair color. So sunscreen is a thing for the hair, and as I'm learning, especially for those of us who have white hair, that makes our scalp a lot more see-through. And one of a beautiful subscribers helped me to definitely make sure I mention how important it is to protect our scalp from sun damage. So not just your actual hair, but also your scalp. So there are two products that I have here. One of them I've tried a lot. Another one is new to me. The first one, if you guys have seen other videos about it, it's called Kula. I got it on Amazon, so it's easily accessible if you're in the US. I apologize. Sometimes I have those of you from the Caribbean or the UK, and it may be harder for you to get these. Geneva, you notice yellowing of your hair after the flat iron. Yeah. Heat, definitely. Let me also just mention some of the things that can contribute to yellowing, because that can also help you when it comes to trying to reduce it. So one of the big things is genetics, because like I said, the things that I mentioned after this, someone else may use a flat iron like Geneva and not have any issues with yellowing. So there's hard water that can cause yellowing to our hair. Chlorine, if you're going into the pool. The sun can cause that. And also, I mentioned heat, right? We mentioned heat, hard water, chlorine, the sun. Those are definitely four. I have another video I'll put in the description that goes over, I think, 3 more things that can cause yellowing to your hair. So for the topic of sun causing yellowing to our hair, this product, Kula, is a spray, and it is a scalp and hair mist. And what I like about the nozzle is you can get closer to your scalp. I'll show you guys how you can use it. I don't know if you can see, especially this area. You see how pink my scalp is? So especially in those front areas, but you also can just spread it all around before you go outside. Let me just look here for any other specific directions. No, I don't think so. I'll say it says shake well before use. hold it a couple of inches from your hair and evenly distribute. Then you can either use your fingers or a comb to be able to distribute it to your hair. So this is an option. This is a sunscreen. I think there are some other sunscreens. I love the way this smells. This smells awesome. So I feel like it could be a twofer. If you're looking for fragrance free, this may not be for you, but it is ocean salted sage, 70% organic, and it has an SPF of 30 for your hair. So this is something that you can, what I like about the spray is, you see how my hair is already styled? It doesn't mess up the style. You just spray on top of it each time that you go out. This is a new product that has come out from Curlsmith called their Miracle Shield. It's a protection spray, not just for the sun, but also for environmental protection. Now, I'm not here to discuss necessarily the 100% truth of their claims, but this is also something that's plant-based and can help you to protect your hair from the elements. Sometimes we forget that our hair, just like our skin, while it is dead protein, it's still affected by outside. Just go outside in the humidity or in the rain and you'll know. So this is also a spray. I'll show you guys how I use it. I don't know if you could see the, there's something here that you could like press in so that it can spray. So this is also, I like the mist. It's not like, it doesn't get your hair wet. You can spray that all around. This also smells good. It has less of a strong smell than the Kula. This one doesn't necessarily say SPF. Like, it doesn't have SPF factor like this one here. But it's definitely supposed to be able to help your hair against the elements outside. It has a lot of nice ingredients in here. Prickly pear, pumpkin seed, mushroom. So if you'd like to try a vegan option, and look, you get a whole lot more in this bottle than you do in this one, but those are some options to help avoid that. So what if you don't feel like putting spray in your hair? Okay, here are two other options for you. You can use a turban, and I'm telling you about this particular turban because it feels so good. It's from Melanin, and the reason why I like the material is cool, so if you're wearing it outside in the sun, then you won't feel as hot. But yeah, this is a Melanin head wrap. I love the color, and it's pretty easy to put on and tie up. You could put something in there to, you know, be able to help. This is obviously like so impromptu. This may not be exactly how you wear it. Yeah, I can't do this while I can't do this live. But look at that. I just put those products in my hair and it feels so soft. So this is one option. If you don't feel like spraying your hair, put a head wrap on. That can help protect your hair from the sun, especially like if you're going to the beach and you're going to be out from 10 to 2 p.m., 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's when the sun is at its highest. I also got me a new hat from Amazon. This has a cute little bow on it. I'm not going to try this one on either because, well, I'll try it partially. You know, when you have natural hair, it doesn't, it nicely covers, you know, the front part of your face, covers the sides. So it's not just good for the hair, it's also good for your face. Give you some extra protection. But this just goes to show you how this is like a nice way to hydrate the hair too, putting these things in, because I was able to nicely fluff my hair when I took it out. Now the next products I'm going to tell you guys about, this is my first time experiencing this with these products, but I wanted to be transparent and let you know that that happens because you guys have asked about it. If you could see a little bit of that like product, I'm going to show you what product this is. So we had those first 4 products, 2 sprays, a sunscreen to help protect your hair, or a hat, or a head wrap. Now if you already have yellowing in your hair, then these products are amazing. I have tried a lot of hair color products. If you have straight hair, I would not suggest these for you because they may be too heavy, like weigh your hair down. Also, I know that there were some who have asked about having locks in their hair and if they can put this wax in the locks. And I have seen some videos with other people using other colors of hair wax with their locks. So I think you should be okay. But I told you guys in another video, I usually have tried the Mafajang. I don't even know if the color is on here. Like everything is in another language. But there's a silver and a white. So I tried the white. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference. This is like the grayish silver, and this is the lighter white. I use both of them. So if you guys could see from the back, I use the darker grayish color because in the back of my hair is where I have more salt and pepper, and in the front is where I have a lot of the white. So let me tell you, a lot of people sometimes will see me and say, wow, your hair looks so bright, and it wasn't purple shampoo, it was this wax. So my hair isn't like yellow, like, let me show you a fake flower I have here. Okay, it's not yellow like this, but it sometimes, you know, you even think of a white t-shirt that you wear a lot or white clothes, it can tend to get dingy sometimes. So I put these waxes in my hair after I wash my hair on wash day, after I apply my styler, my gel. I let my hair dry, and then afterwards the next day when my hair is dry and styled, I apply this on top. These waxes I find give my hair really good definition. I have not tried it on naked hair, like no gel or leave-in conditioner. Now the flaking that I did experience this time around when using the wax, it could have been maybe because of the gel that I used. But other times, I've used this 2 or 3 times before and I didn't have a flaking issue. If your hair is wet, it will transfer. So like while it's wet and it's drying, it definitely, you know, don't want it to get on your clothing or a pillowcase. But once it dries, I didn't really have any issues. Now I did use my Revair hair dryer to stretch my hair to give it, you know, a little bit of height. I don't know if that was also something that might have contributed to flaking this time around, but let me show you guys the consistency. And I also want to let you know they're not fragrance free. This has like a cologne smell to it. I don't smell the cologne in my hair right now, but as I open it up, it's just giving you a heads up about the scent. So this is how the silver looks, and it's, you know, really creamy. It's not that heavy for a wax, but I feel like it's heavy enough to give my hair the definition that I love. Let me see if I could demonstrate to you with a piece right here that is pretty light. So if I take just a little bit, you can see the difference. I'm not sure if you can see the difference. You see it gives like really nice definition for me, for my hair. And it doesn't, like, you see how nicely that fit in there. So the white one is similar. Just wipe my hands here. The white one has a similar consistency, creamy. Now I'm not sure if the white was what was flaking more for me this time than the silver. Not sure. I'm gonna try it again and see what happens. But again, this is a temporary fix until your next wash day. If you want to brighten your gray hair, it's not permanent. It does wash out. I would say this has been in my hair at least a week. And so let me show you what it looks like on the white hair. Which piece do I want to use? Let's use one right here. So this is it. I put that on there. See, my hair is very coily. So it's very white. It's subtle. So if you have some yellowing or just like a little bit of beige going on, You can put it in the front, like right here. You could kind of see it a little bit more. I try my best not to put it too close to my scalp because I don't want, I want it to look natural. But do you see how it gives definition to my curls? But yeah, I just wanted to let you know this time around, like if I get my hair wet or I spray something wet on it and then I touch my hair, I may get like a little bit of transfer like that on my hands. But when I notice when I was waking up in the morning and spraying a little water on my hair and separating, I would get some little flakes on my shoulder. That happened this time around, so I wanted to just let you guys know that. But overall, it comes off really easily. Even I didn't even put any water on it. I just used a paper towel and my hands are clean. So I think that could be a great option for those of you who Geneva, I'm not sure if your hair is natural or if it's relaxed. You could let me know in the comments. If it's relaxed or it's straight, like I said, this may not work for you. There are gray rinses out there, similar like from the Adore brand. I showed you guys before using a clear rinse. These are things that can help coat the hair. That's what it's doing. It's coating the hair and it's giving that temporary appearance. Even when our hair was darker, when you got a rinse or you got a hair color, you may notice that your hair responds differently because it has that coating on it. And not everyone with gray hair, but most find that their hair starts to get higher in porosity as it gets lighter. This part of my hair is definitely a lot more porous than the back. So having something to coat on it, for me, gel is the best thing. I am not into doing twist outs and stretched hairstyles because my hair, that's when it gets puffy and frizzy. But I seem to be able to get really good curl definition when it's like this, and so that's what works for me. But like I said, it's really important when you go gray to have realistic expectations. That will definitely help you on your journey, and to know that if your hair is not doing something, maybe there's something else that you can do. Like if I could sit here and tell you that applying this, you definitely won't get gray hair, it's not 100% guaranteed. So I have made peace with my hair being yellow sometimes. I don't always put the wax in, but lately I've been doing it because it's an easy, quick fix to give my hair that brightness. And I like that I could use these two different colors to get the desired look. It's dark here, and then I can enhance the white in the front of my hair. And I find for my hair particularly, it likes wax. It gives really good definition. So if you guys have any questions about any of these products that I just mentioned to you, please feel free to ask them now. Again, we have the Kula, which is SPF 30 that you could spray in your hair. We have the Curl Shield, the Curl Smith Miracle Shield spray. They give you a lot, which I appreciate. Then we have the Turban hat, which is pretty much a great way in the summertime to be able to protect your hair, not just from yellowing, but I did not realize, the sun is amazing. It can make us smile. We look forward to it more than rainy days, but it can have an effect on our hair and skin. So it is important to protect ourselves. Doesn't mean you can't go outside and enjoy yourself, but definitely if you're noticing that your hair is drier, if you're noticing that your skin is drier, the sun might be a culprit. And I just want to talk to you guys about how, it's possible when you decide to go gray to age gracefully. And something else that I'm going to be starting to talk to you guys about, besides mindset, having realistic expectations, working on acceptance with how your hair is, the importance of skincare. I'm noticing, even for me to be able to sit here without my lashes and lipstick and things like that, just within the past 5 days, I've been working on my skincare, trying to do better with that, and I have been seeing a difference. So If you are deciding to not color your hair anymore and your hair is gray, there are other things that you can do besides just constantly focus on your hair to be able to help you to embrace it, and embrace it more readily, and to not necessarily, I also encourage highly, what you say to yourself matters. So if you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you see the gray hair, it might be a shock to you, but still focus on the fact that your beauty is not defined by the color of your hair. It is not. I'll say it again. Your beauty is not defined by the color of your hair. It's by who you are on the inside. And you know, another thing that I'm working on besides my skincare is stress relief. Stress does not cause gray hair. Stress can be maybe a trigger sometimes to early onset, you know, with our hair. But there are so many things that could be affecting the performance of your hair that have nothing to do with products that we at times like to gloss over. And I've just been hearing more and more about how stress can affect so many things. Maybe also, if you're dealing with a stressful time, it can affect hair loss, hair shedding. It can affect, you know, the amount of sebum that your hair is making. Also your diet, you know, things we eat and ingest have a really big part. So we need to learn to love ourselves from the inside out. What we bring in by our diet and eat, the things we say to ourselves, and then we focus on these different products and things like that that can help us to look and age our best. So that's what I wanted to bring to you guys today, and I'll stay on a little bit more to see if there are any specific questions that you have for me. Those of you who are watching on the replay, please feel free to, you said, can it be used with flat ironed hair? Geneva, I'm not sure. I wouldn't say so, because after you flat iron your hair, I mean, you can experiment and see, but again, you know, I would say, you know, for certain questions like this, I obviously don't flat iron my hair, so I can't give you a, you know, guarantee, but I would think that this would be too heavy for your hair. Like, you flat iron your hair so it could be straight, but it might just make it stringy. So there might be some gray hair sprays, Geneva, that you can use for a certain section that might be yellow, that could give you that temporary effect without weighing your hair down and, you know, killing your nice bob or bump or however it is that you style your hair. I'll look and see if I can find some sprays that I can recommend for you. But again, that's also only temporary. So if you were to use a spray that had a gray color in it, I would say to do that after you flat iron your hair. That can be an option for you. There are also colored gels, but again, if you flat iron your hair, I would think using any water-based product on it would not help with keeping the style. So I would say a spray might be your best bet to not undo all the work you did with your flat iron. Let me know if that helps. Let me know if you do try it and it does work. Let me know also if there are any of you who have flat ironed your hair and put a heavy pomade on it and it's been fine. You know, that could be, you know, maybe you could try it and just be really like light with it and not try and put a lot, but I will admit I am a professed heavy-hander when it comes to products. I have to really work on not using that much. So yeah, guys, enjoy yourselves this summer, but make sure you protect your hair, make sure you protect your skin. I've been doing so much YouTube research on skincare and just been realizing how important it is, especially when we get to a certain age, to try and combat and maintain the integrity of our skin, so that we don't have early signs of certain things. And yet, even with that, I'm not trying to do skincare to avoid all wrinkles, and that's just gonna come. I really feel like gray hair was the first step for me to accepting aging, and that your beauty does not expire with age. Let me know if you agree with that in the comments. So our mindset really plays a big factor. It's not just products. And that's definitely something that I want to encourage you guys to do. But as always, I appreciate you guys for coming on here and supporting. Um, I also can give you a quick update on my health, because there are those of you who I appreciate who are not only on this channel for hair, but also you have different health conditions that are similar to mine. Um, my PNES, or non-epileptic seizure warriors, I want to let you know that I did have an episode last month. Not this month. This month has been quiet so far. But it was very frustrating to me because I thought to myself, when I took my thyroid medication, maybe this was the missing key. Maybe once my thyroid gets regulated, maybe I won't have these seizures anymore. But I did have a seizure last month, and it was a long one. It lasted about an hour. And this is another reason for those of you who are dealing with health conditions similar to mine with the seizures, that I am going to start talking more about doing things for stress relief, because that is a big factor. It's a big factor. They are triggered by stress. And I'm also working on getting enough sleep, which has been hard. I feel like, I don't know, let me know if you guys are early birds or late owls. What is it called? Night owls. I feel like I'm a night owl at heart. I am seeing the wisdom of being an early bird because you could get things done, but it's a struggle to get myself to bed at a reasonable hour. Being a mom, and when my son goes to sleep, I just don't want that time by myself to end. But I'm realizing how important that is for many things, even with hair growth and your health. Sleep is important because sleep is the time when our body repairs itself. And so if we're not getting enough sleep, that's kind of shooting ourselves in the foot. So I'm trying to work on that. And exercise. These are all basic things that help in many areas of our life. But it's also important when you have a flare up with a health condition to not beat yourself up. Because while there are many things that we can do, if you're suffering from a condition, sometimes you're doing all the things right and it still happens. And so this is where I talk a lot about self-compassion, and that realizing that you're human and these things happen, and that you're still lovable, you're still worthy, despite those things happening to you. So the things you say to yourself during those times is so important. Learning to have realistic expectations when it comes to what you can do with your health too, is very important. It can take away some of the stress of the pressure we put on ourselves to get all these things done. Self-compassion, I have learned, is an amazing key when you're dealing with change. You're dealing with your hair going gray. You don't want it to go gray. You're dealing with wrinkles that are coming up, or, your health not behaving. And the way we handle those things can affect our stress levels and just, losing our peace. So, that's one update. So I'm trying to work on a routine with stress relief and getting enough rest to help to avoid more flare-ups. As far as my thyroid is concerned, I got a blood test and it's better than it was. Okay, we're in July. The last blood work I took was in May. So there was an improvement, but it's still not where it should be. So I expected that there might be a increasing of the dosage. I like what my doctor did with my thyroid meds is I'm taking 75 milligrams of, just a quick disclaimer, I'm giving my experience about what I'm taking. If this is something that you deal with thyroid, please talk to your doctor. This is not medical advice, just putting that all out there. But I'm on levothyroxine, and I started on 50 milligrams, and then what my doctor decided to do was on the weekend I do 75 milligrams. And she said, because the thyroid can be kind of tricky, she didn't want to, I guess, start me on 75 every day. I will say I was nervous. I appreciated her, what do you call it, her cautious approach to it. So last weekend I started the 75 milligrams, and I have to say I felt good while I was on the 75. And then I started the 50 this week, and I've been having headaches, and I think that's also understandable because whenever you are changing in dosage, you have to understand that, you know, the side effects could come up again. So I've been having some headaches throughout the week and not feeling as good as I did on the weekend. But I have about 3 more weeks of this, and then I'm going to retest my blood and see if that helped. If not, then we'll be doing the 75 milligrams every single day. So I appreciate that I have a doctor who's willing to, you know, not go all out there with that. And so if there are those of you who deal with hashimotos or thyroid issues, I get it. I'm here with you. And realize too, guys, when it comes to your hair, when it comes to your skin, and medications that you take, that can also affect results of things. So when you keep that in mind, that'll help you to see that, you know what, is my hair a little bit drier than usual? Okay, well, am I on medication? Is my health in a flare-up situation right now? Then okay, I'm not going to be expecting that my hair is going to respond the way that it did before I was diagnosed or before I took medication. And I will say I'm thankful. I heard for some, I haven't been on this medication for a long time, but I haven't had any hair loss, you know, too much hair fall from this. So that's good to know. So that is an update on my thyroid, and like I said, I'll be putting out some videos talking about what we can do to help with our mindset and also stress relief. So I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care of yourselves, and also at the end of this week, remind yourself that anything that you didn't get checked off, it's okay. Please make sure that you take time to celebrate, especially when you're going through a rough time. Just the fact that you showed up every single day, that's something to celebrate. And just know that you'll try again tomorrow, because I think as women and also our society, there's so much focus on productivity. How much did you get done? And a lot of people are struggling with many different things, and so you may not be able to get as much done as you used to, and that's okay. So, hi Valerie, nice to have you on here. You guys can check out the rest of the video to see the things I talked about. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I thank you so much for those of you who are being patient. I'm not as quick with the responses as I usually would like, but I know you guys are understanding, and that's why I appreciate you, beautiful butterflies. So make sure to keep shining as a beautiful butterflies you are. Hi there, Lisa. And I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks again. Bye. Thank you, Valerie.